Right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming. And can I just say I mean that thank you to see such a great turnout. This is going to be a great show. And to see so many of you here to promote it. This is the way forward for local promotions like ours, where you take an interest, you come up, we get it on social media, and we really promote it. So first off, on behalf of Rich at Tank Promotions, I'd really like to say some of you had to travel a long way. Thank you for coming. Thank you. That said, I'd like to bring the man in himself first because I've been working with Rich a long time. We've got a great team here. We've got a close-knit team here. And I can honestly say for all of us behind the scenes, this is probably the show we're most excited about. Rich has put on an incredible card. So let's have a word with the man himself, Mr. Tank Promotions. Rich? They've realised I'm getting on. So, Rich, as I said, and I meant it, behind the scenes, we're all really excited about this card. Got some of the most incredible local talent and people from far further afield. But first of all, what I want to say is we normally have a great prize fighter or we have a brilliant novice championships. You've decided to combine both this on a huge card this time. What was the thinking behind that?
I'll be honest, I couldn't tell you, Malcolm. I just put a card together and it just like a snowball. And I remember you said the same to me a few years ago. Remember we did the 8-man tournaments, the heavyweights and the prize fighters. And I always like to go bigger and better. And we actually had more tournaments, but due to injuries and things, we've had to cut a few. But it's amazing. We've got boxers that have never had a fight before. People have just started to train. We've got boxers that could be professional. We've got title holders here. We've got people fighting for bouts. It's a real varied mixture, and I just think it bodes well for the show. And I just want to again thank all the boxers for being part of this, because without you, this wouldn't be happening. So I'm just blessed to have some good boxing gyms and fighters that want to come on my show.
Now, one thing you said, and I think the boxers will be happy to hear as well, we're really going to tear through this show, aren't we? We've got a huge card, and the emphasis on straight away, get the boxers in, get them boxing, and give the crowd a real treat.
I mean, I've got a very small team, but it's a very good team. We've been going over 9 years now, and this will run like clockwork. So the second we got the first fight on, it's going to be a conveyor belt of fights. And I don't want to, well, I'm not going to even mention, I don't need to say about other shows how they run, but it's going to be non-stop boxing from start to finish. And that's thanks to my team that are going to be running the backstage and everyone, the officials. And yeah, I put a lot of it, not just the fighters, it's a lot more to it than that my team are a pivotal part of being successful.
And before we start getting the fighters up here to talk about their bouts, which I know we're excited about, I must say as well, as I said before, this is probably the widest you've thrown your net for fighters. We've got a real diverse range of people coming from all over the country now.
I mean, one man, he just, I thought he was from London. He just told me he's come from Manchester. It's amazing. Haroon, shout out to Haroon. He's in the super middleweight tournament. And
sorry, Rich, can I interrupt you? Haroon, red or blue? Haroon, I'm doing the commentary, so it's blue, isn't it? Yeah, I thought so. Yeah. You'll do all right there, son, all right? Sorry, Rich, you carry on.
Yeah. So lost my trail of thought there. But yeah, so a massive thanks. So we've got people travelling all around, different regions, and they made a super effort to come today, and I appreciate that as well. But listen, the winners here are the people that brought tickets, because they're in for a treat. And we've got, like I mentioned, we've got some really talented fighters on. We've got some entertaining fights, and we've got those on the card, like I said earlier, that are having their first ever fight, which I remember many years ago, and you're the same. People have got to start somewhere, and it's amazing.
Yeah, when I thought it was still black and white. So should we get the fighters on?
Yeah.
So
enjoy,
guys,
everyone.